In today's video, I'm going to compare how endgame Diluc, Childe, and Xiao perform in certain DPS scenario. In the previous video, I tried to make a DPS comparison, and the result was kinda great. So in this video, I'm going to make another comparison but with Childe in it. Knowing Childe is also using an elemental reaction to deal more damage like Diluc, so it will be more accurate. And I will separate the damage between the elemental damage and the damage comparison. Before we start, I need to emphasize that this is for entertainment purpose only. My intention is to simply show what this character do and their advantage and disadvantage in each characters. I only managed to convince myself that Diluc, Childe, and Xiao are great at doing damage, and they just have some advantage and some disadvantage in some domain or fights. It's extremely important to note their game style is different. The difference in DPS output isn't only not important, but it may even be hard to notice. And that is the reason why Diluc and Childe doing the same elemental damage reaction is an easy thing to compare with, because both of them are depending on elemental reaction to perform a massive damage. I would like to show you my Diluc and Childe build stats, but I would like to emphasize that not both stats of the characters are equal, but they have their own skills and things that may be stronger than the other one. Like for example, my Diluc have a worse crit rate and crit damage than Childe, but Diluc talents is better than Childe's talents. Also, Diluc have a higher attack percentage because of his sword. My Diluc talents is focusing on his E and his ult. Knowing my Diluc is built with pyro damage, so I'm focusing to level up his elemental damage, while Childe is the same like Diluc. We need to focus on his E and his ult, knowing that their elemental reaction damage are insane. But not to mention, their basic attack is also important. And my Diluc also have the Constellation of 1, which is giving him extra 15% damage when the enemy HP is above 50%. As for their artifacts, they're all rocking for some pretty powerful sets, and they have their own advantage and disadvantage in each stats. For example, my Childe, his crit damage is higher than Diluc by 20%, which is pretty high. But Diluc have a better talents and constellation that giving him extra damage. So in my opinion, that's a fair trade, I guess. Both of my Diluc and Childe still not having the perfect artifact yet, but they almost have a fair stats for a comparison video. So for the first round, let's get started with their favorite volunteers. As for Diluc, he will be fighting the Cryo Regisvine, when Childe, he will be fighting the Pyro Regisvine, just to make both of them have a fair enemy and elemental damage percentage. And the result is Diluc won by 2 seconds because of him hitting the crit. Childe could have won the round in another chance. It's all about the crit anyway. And now, let's include Xiao in the scene. Just to make it fair, 3 of the characters is going to fight Storm Terror. Knowing the Storm Terror have no effect to elemental damage, so this round is more focusing into damage comparison. So Childe got the first, Xiao the second, and Diluc the last. Honestly, fighting the Duvalin really depending on RNG. As you can see, Xiao keep losing his crit just now, and happen as well with Childe ult. But Diluc is just that the Valen coming down much longer than the other characters. It's just that unfair that the Valen will come down at random times, so everything is happen in RNG, even your gacha. So if you're curious about my Xiao build, here is my Xiao build. It is pretty similar like Diluc, cause my Childe is kinda lower than Diluc and Xiao, but I don't know how he's still winning in this violent damage comparison. Alright guys, I hope you enjoy, and if you do, give a thumbs up, and if you don't, just give a dislike. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new, and click on the notification button so you get notified every time I put a new video. And my name is Masip, and I see you in the next time. Bye bye.